Bhagavan says, Brahma bhutah prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samah sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labhate param. Once again, Bhagavan says, Brahma bhutah prasannatma न सोचति न कांक्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद bhaktim labhate param. I love this sloka so much, so I will repeat it once more and then we will go to the translation. Brahma bhutah prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samah sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labhate param. Brahma bhutah. Brahma in Vedanta is the ultimate reality. And by common sense, we would say that the ultimate reality is love. So Brahma bhuta would translate as one whose eyes are tainted with pure love for all beings. So one who is tainted with love, only that person is a prasannatma. He is always happy. Brahma bhutah prasannatma. In that happiness, he does not lament. Na sochati, na kankshati, nor hanker after things. It's not said that he does not have things, but he does not hanker after bigger and better things. The hankering is stopped. He's still working, but the hankering and lamentation in his life has stopped because he is in love. Samah sarveshu bhuteshu. He is equanimous towards all beings, not only towards his brothers and sisters, but to everyone's brothers and sisters, not only to his children, but to every children in the world. Such a person who is now tainted with love. First stage is having love in your heart. Then the next stage comes. The next stage is Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. Whose bhakti? Bhagavan's bhakti. What is Bhagavan? The simplest definition is Bhagavan is love personified. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is himself love personified, because for us Bhagavan means love. He attains devotion to me. To whom? He attains devotion to pure love. Now not only he is Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu, but he starts acting in the world for everyone. For everyone's education, for everyone's food. He is worried not only for the food of his family, but for the well-being and happiness, education, and let's say work-life balance for everyone in the world. So that is what is bhakti. Now we will go to the next sloka. Bhaktya mam bhijanati, bhaktya mam bhijanati, yavanya chasmi tatvatah, tato mam tatvato gyatva, vishate tadantaram. So, Krishna is saying, Bhaktya mam bhijanati. Only those who are tainted with love know me. Bhaktya, who are tainted with love. Mam abhijanati. Mam abhijanati. Abhijanati means know me. Mam means know me. Only those who are tainted with love, they know whom? Me, the Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? The love personified. Those who practice love know the beauty of love. Know means they realize love, not by the mind. Just like music cannot be heard by the eyes, you need ear to hear the music. The love cannot be understood by the mind alone. You need the heart to understand or to feel the love. So those who are tainted with love know me. the Supreme Godhead or love personified, samah sarveshu bhuteshu, from the previous sloka. Those who are equanimous or loving towards all beings, they understand what is bhakti, they understand what is love. And Krishna is saying, my devotees who are equanimous towards all loving beings and acting for their welfare, they know me. Yavanyaschasmi tatvatah. They know me as I am in truth. Those who are practicing love, they know me, who is Krishna, as Krishna is or as love is. They know love, what love is, tatvatah. Tato mam tatvato gyatva. Thus knowing me the way I am. Vishate tadantaram. They enter into full consciousness of my nature, or they enter into the full consciousness of love personified, which is Sri Bhagavan himself. Thank you for hearing. Sri Bhagavan says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Once again. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Manmana, it means thinking of me. Of whom? Of Bhagavan. And what did we say? What is Bhagavan? Bhagavan means love personified or love himself. So he is always thinking of love, how to serve. Serve God means serve God in every soul. So that's why he says Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva means indwelling God in all beings. So Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, become devoted to me. Krishna is saying become devoted to me. Who is Krishna? Krishna is love personified or love himself. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna is love himself. Madhyaji, worship me, love personified. Whom do you worship? Worship the love. Krishna is love himself. Mam namaskuru, pay obeisances to me. Pay obeisances to love personified. Mame vaishyasi satyam te. Doing so, by serving love in this way, you will certainly come to me. You will certainly be a love realized soul. You will be a love tainted soul. You will be a Brahma Bhutaha. Brahma also means love. And Krishna also means love. Okay. So, Prati Jane Priyosi me. Why Krishna is telling to Arjuna? Because Krishna is saying, you are very, very dear to me. So everyone who moves towards Krishna is dear to Krishna. And that is why Krishna is saying, you are very dear to me. That is why I am pledging. This is my pledge to you, that by moving towards me in love, you will come to me. So, we'll move to the next slide now. This is a very, very important sloka, or it is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is giving his final wisdom here. He is saying, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mukshishyami ma suchaha. Once again. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma suchaha. Once more. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma suchaha. So Krishna is saying, Sarva dharmana parityajya. What does it mean? Sarva dharmana. Dharma is your nature and your duty in the current scenario of your life. Like current battlefield, the Kshatriya has a duty to fight. A person who is going to office has a duty to do his work in the best possible way. So we have duties towards our children, spouse, parents, brothers, sisters. So we have duties. Krishna is saying all these are relative duties. But he's saying abandon all relative duties. But did Arjuna abandon his duty of fighting? No. Krishna is saying be established in love and do that duty only for me. That is the art of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Take shelter of me alone. And what do you do in that shelter? You perform your duties out of love for Krishna or out of love for love itself. I don't want to make it complicated. It is very simple. Love is understood by heart only and not by mind. What is Krishna saying? By doing that, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo, I, the love personified or love itself, will liberate you from all sorts of sinful actions that were committed in the past or will be committed in future. Mokshishyami ma suchaha, and will deliver moksha to you. What is moksha? Moksha is another name for love. For you will be already established in moksha by performance of activities of love. So moksha, Krishna is saying that mokshishyami ma suchaha, moksha, which is itself a state of love, itself a state, that is what is jivan mukta, a person who is always acting in love. He is not acting from his mind. We are always trying to control our mind, but in the case of a liberated person, the love from the heart is making him act. That is why Kabir says, Ab Ram hamara mujhe jape. Now, Kabir is established in love and he's saying, Ab Ram bhala hua meri gagari futi. Ab paniya bharan se chuti. So now I do not do useless things. Ab Ram hamara hame jape. That now these are poetic lines, but the meaning is the same. Sarva dharmana parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma suchaha. So abandoning all relative duties, take shelter of me alone, who is love, take shelter of love alone, act for love, and in that state, the love personified or Bhagavan himself will liberate you. Don't worry. So we have to understand what did Arjuna do after understanding this essence of Bhagavad Gita. Did he leave fighting, go to a temple, or did he go to a forest to meditate? No. He was acting in perfect established state of bhakti or in the state of devotion. So, bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevah sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. Krishna is saying, bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevah sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. Bahunam janmanamante. So Krishna is saying, after practicing Jnana Yoga for many, many lifetimes, we have seen individuals like Sri Bhagwan Raman Maharishi, even Lord Buddha, both Lord Buddha and Bhagwan Sri Raman Maharishi have been also considered Bhagwan by his followers. So Raman Maharishi says that after the process of self-inquiry, after completing the process of self-inquiry, one comes to the realization of bhakti. Same has been taught by Lord Buddha, that first he gave Shravakayan and then he gave Mahayan. So after perfecting the Shravakayan, it is believed that people enter Mahayana, and Mahayana is very similar to or is actually bhakti. So he attains surrender towards the heart or towards the origin of I. That is what Raman says. And that person becomes devoted to Bhagavan or to devoted to love itself. So this process is a long process, but it is a very, very perfect way. And Krishna says, such people are very rare. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Such a great soul like Bhagavan Raman Maharishi or Mahatma Buddha, some people call Mahatma Buddha, some people would call Bhagavan Buddha. But such people are very, very rare. Bahunam Janmanamante, after practicing Gyan Yoga for many lifetimes, Gyanvan Mam Prapadyate. What is the conclusion of Gyan? That love personified is everything. And love personified, we say, is Bhagavan. That's why Krishna is saying Gyanvan Mam Prapadyate. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. He now understands that Vasudeva, what is Vasudev? Is another name for indwelling God. The Sanskrit etymology, the etymological meaning of Vasudeva is indwelling God, and it is also another name of Krishna, because he is the son of Vasudeva. So that's why we call Vasudeva Krishna. So Vasudeva Sarvamiti. End goal of knowledge is love. And how do we practice love? If you think from heart, then you will know how to practice love. No one needs to tell you, and you are actually doing it in some form or the other. Krishna is saying that such people are very rare, and Krishna is calling them as Mahatma. Mahatma is great soul. So such a great soul with this realization of heart is very rare. A person who understands Bhagavan or love personified is everything and thus acts accordingly towards all beings. Such a person or Mahatma is very rare. Thank you so much for hearing.